any field and any area of life cannot impact you in a negative way if you know enough about it, if you have enough information about it, if you understand it well enough. And that literally applies to anything, okay? If there is something in your life, any field, that you don't know enough about, it is causing you problems, for sure, okay? And I'm sure you know something about some area of life, okay? And the more you know about it, the less it's going to cause problems for you. The less you're going to be negatively impacted by it, you see? So guess what? The same applies to spirituality and magic. Now, one of the big problems is that people come with very little, and usually the information that they have is wrong, okay? So they come with false or very little information at the occult, at magic and witchcraft, okay? Now let me tell you, first of all, magic and witchcraft is something that has to do with your life, 100%, 100%. How? See, we live in a world where the invisible is inhabited, okay? The stuff that we can't see, we have a very, very small spectrum of light that we can actually detect with the physical senses. But beyond that, there's a lot of energy, electromagnetic energy, and there are beings that exist there. Okay? It could be demons, it could be the spirits of the dead, there are so many different types of entities, and they're all out and about doing something in the invisible, okay? And a lot of those, their sole intention and their sole purpose and desire is to cause harm, havoc, anger, strife, fighting amongst people, okay? This is all they do, and this is all they thrive off, okay? And they feed off of that energy. So by being able to generate that energy within you, they feed themselves, and you become their battery, okay? So if you want to talk about magic, if you want to talk about practical spirituality, a spiritual life, it doesn't mean that you go to church once a week and pray. A spiritual life means that you understand that you are a spiritual being. And that is not just a philosophy, that is not just words. There's a concrete, energetic connection to all of that, okay? So your physical body is surrounded by an energy body, okay? And you walk through a spiritual minefield every single day. How many times? How many times did you start your day at home with a calm mind, and then you went outside into a public place and your thoughts began to go downhill, your emotions started to become negatively affected, you know? And, well, for some reason in nature, you will be positively affected. Nature usually calms all of this down, and the energies in nature are usually very beneficial. Okay, but any urban environment, any artificial environment, man-made, not knowing about the laws of sacred geometry and whatnot, is an imbalanced energetic environment that just attracts negative entities. Okay. So it begins with understanding that, okay? Your negative emotions, your negative feelings when you're out and about dealing with people, your imbalance, feeling affected by the energies around you. This is the result of spirits, okay? So this has a very, very concrete and everyday effect on you, okay? Now you might have wondered where all of that comes from, okay? Now, of course, some people are more sensitive than others to energy, but everybody experiences that to a certain extent, right? Now, if you don't explore your spirituality, if you don't learn practical spirituality, which is magic, witchcraft, learning how to use certain herbs, incenses to cleanse yourself, banishings and all of that, you will suffer from that your entire life. And make no mistake, these things affect you at very, very deep levels. So it will make the difference between you reaching your goals and you not reaching your goals. Okay. See, this knowledge has been lost in, let's call it, modern society. It has been lost and people are suffering for it. How many people are on medication? Now, of course, diet and all this other stuff plays a role too, but why are people trying to numb themselves so much? Why are people on medication so much? Why are people living in a frustrated way, you see? Why are they doing that? It is because they don't understand their own themselves. They don't understand their own spiritual nature, which is what they actually are, okay? Of course, people are being trained to chase after money, okay? Now, this is fine, but I mean, don't become a materialist, Those are just objects, and it's not going to change anything about your experience of life. Your car is not going to change how you experience life. So, the bottom line is this: learn the most you can about any subject of life, okay? And as you do that, your problems with that area of life are going to diminish. They're going to go back. They're going to decrease. And if you learn enough about it, you're actually going to be able to dominate that area of life. And once again, when it comes to witchcraft, the superficial information will be, oh, it's about spirits, it's about worshiping demons, it's about casting spells on people. But see, if you don't have this foundation, this basis of being able to deal with your own energy, to deal with your own thought, to be able to meditate, to be able to cleanse your own energy, to be able to control where your energies go, you are going to suffer. And nothing that you might want to do with magic is going to help. You're probably not even going to be able to do these things. I mean, a lot of you that are watching this video, I'm sure have read grimoires before. Okay? You've tried to cast a spell. You've tried to evoke this spirit, that spirit, this spirit, that spirit. And you didn't get any results. Right? Why? Because you didn't have the foundation. You didn't have the basics. Okay? And I'm not trying to pitch myself here or whatever, but it has to be said. I don't know anyone who gets testimonials like me, who gets testimonials on a consistent basis like me, and who actually gets the job done every single fucking time. And you know why that is? It's because I understand my field, and I understand the basics of what I do. And that gives me the ability to consistently deliver. It's not hard anymore when you understand what you're doing, you see. When you understand what you're doing, you can work it like a process. And magic is nothing but a process, just like everything else in life. Okay, let that sink in. Everything else in life, everything in life is a process, including yourself. You are a process. So, this is my message. Take care of your spirituality, okay?